Hey, Tim with Dig Dogs here. Gonna do a little detecting this Saturday morning. Got some new toys to play with. I've actually had this XP ORX for a couple of months now. Got it as a dealer demo. Only used it once. Tennessee Jeff and I played around with them, and he's actually gonna buy one of the demos because he was liking it so much. But so I ordered the MI6 pinpointer, which integrates to the XP ORX wireless. Really nice pinpointer, lots of features. So I'm at a site here that's a little mineralized. Been hunted pretty hard, but definitely mineralized, so I'm going to give it a go and just see how this does today. See what we can find. I have definitely dug a lot of junk, but I finally got me a 1960 Memorial copper penny. Everything's kind of sounding the same to me, but I'm starting to get the hang of the iffy stuff and a real signal. This was down there about maybe 5 inches. So, not going to give up hope yet. A lot to learn. I'm still out here playing with the ORX. Learning it. There was a good little signal. There's a little piece of foil above it, but it's a good signal. That would be a jack.
Jacks are also known as jackstones, five stones, knucklebones, tally, or dibs. Now played with stones, bones, seeds, metal or plastic counters like the jacks we use today. Jacks or knucklebones have been found in prehistoric caves in Kiev, and pictures of the game are on jars from ancient Greece. Originally, knucklebones or jacks was played with ankle bones of sheep, which were thrown up and caught in various manners. Knucklebones is thought to be a more primitive form of dice.
Good 97. I think I finally found the key to this detector. I'm getting there. It's making a believer out of me. I got a 98.99. This is really mineralized soil. VLFs haven't been doing very good here. I got off a little bit on the center, but there it is. Big old piece of camp lead. And that was coming in louder than a bullet, at least on the air test did. That was a strong signal. That's definitely a piece of Civil War camp lead. So, I'm liking it more and more. I'm really liking this thing now. You're never going to believe what I found with it now. Well, looky there. Just laying on the ground pretty as you please. I believe that's a first, and that's the real deal. That ain't fake. Yeah, that's speeding up the money process. Way to go, ORX. You're awesome. This was a 60 something. I think it might be a ring. By golly, I believe it is. I don't think it's much of one, but that is definitely a ring. I'll clean it up. Yeah, definitely a clad ring. Got some moon and stars on it. But it's a ring nonetheless. Alright, here's another interesting signal. I had a 96, 98, but I dug a piece of iron right over here out of this clod. Then I was getting another good signal right here, and when I flipped the clod up it kind of went away, and I have some sort of a button here. I'm gonna bet that that's the Civil War button. Let me clean it up. I think I see the eagle on it. Let me clean it up and I'll be right back. So yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed now. It's an eagle cuff button. It may have a block letter in it, I'm not sure. It's a little bit toasty. This ground is so mineralized, the back of it's gone. At least the part of the back is gone. But that's definitely an eagle cuff button. And it looks like it's got a shield in the center, so I'll get it home and clean it up a little bit more. I gotta be real careful with this thing, it's about toast. 96 in the same hole where that ring came out. It's right over here to the side. It's gonna be a coin. Maybe. Yep. See what we got here. Oh, it's going to be a penny. Ah, it's a weedy. It's been down there a while. Didn't have the patina I was thinking it would have for a weedy, but see if I can get a date on it. Had to break the magnifier out. It's a 1942 weedy. I will take it. It's a 96. Kind of a buckle. I don't know if that's a dog buckle or a horse buckle or I don't know. There was a screamer. What a... It's an older one. 70... 78 maybe? It's been down there a while. It's like 78 or 79. Alright, I'm fixing to wrap it up. Head on out of here. I'll do a wrap up at the house. Wanted to show you one more feature on the XP ORX. You can go into your menu here and it's got for the pinpointer. There we go, pinpointer and select, and then I'm gonna go down to research. Now I've walked off and left my pinpointer back at a hole. I know where it's at, but if I didn't know where it's at, this is what I would do. Gonna hit select, and now I hear it beeping at me, and that's not through my headphone, that's through the pinpointer itself, so it's audible even though I got headphones on. And right there it is, saying come get me. Light flashes, so if it was at night, hit the button one time and that cuts it off. So that is a pretty cool feature. So that is a handy feature with the MI6. It flat tells you where your pin pointer's at. How many's lost their pin pointer? Alright, I'll be back for a wrap up. I'm going to do a wrap up here. I got about 6 hours or so today with the ORX, with the high frequency coil. It's the elliptical high frequency, and using the MI6 pin pointer. It's a great combination. It's lightweight. My arm does not hurt a bit after 6 hours of swinging. Got a good feel for it. I think I understand it pretty well now. Like all the functions. Settings are easy. Pinpointer's awesome. Lost pinpointer feature is pretty awesome. And there's my haul for today. Of course, a lot of junk. I dug a lot of signals trying to figure out what this thing was telling me. Pull tabs, you know, they're coming in like 71. Some of this metal here, I've learned that it gives a good tone, but it wants to hit like 98, 99. It's kind of a wraparound signal. Same thing with some of these nails. 98, 99 squeaking in. And it's got the iron grunt, but some of the bigger iron tries to fool you a little bit. But the pull tabs were getting pretty predictable. And the little bits of foil, those squeak in too. A lot of times they'll give a signal, but no VDI number. Of course, these would overload, these little can tops and stuff, but and considering this place has been hunted so hard, I dug a lot of signals. You know, nothing really old there. I did get a jack. There's an unfired 38 round. It's been in the ground a while looking at the lead. And then on the good stuff, I found a dollar bill laying on top of the ground, which is pretty nice. And I've got 2, 4, 6, 8 zinc pennies. I got a nickel. I got a couple of dimes. I got 2 copper pennies. That's a 1960 Memorial copper. That's a 1942 Wheatie. That's my only Wheatie for the day. Got a couple of older quarters with the eagle on the back. And then I got some type of a world coin here. It's a penny. I'll have to clean that up and look a little closer. It's got a crown on it. I showed that when I dug it. And I got a ring, which is pretty cool. It's just a clad ring. And then that's a piece of lead, not really sure what it is. It's got a hook on it. At first I thought it was a link to a bicycle chain, but not really sure about that. And a percussion cap maybe. Looks awful big sides there for a percussion cap, but I don't know. It squeaked in good. Piece of camp lead, that's definitely Civil War. And an eagle cuff button, that's definitely Civil War. So all in all, the ORX did the trick. I didn't really get anything deep. Some of these coins were down there a little bit, but I was hoping to pull a deep bullet out, kind of prove that it could do it, but it did real good in the mineralized soil. Every bit of this came from an area that I have hit with the AT Pro, the Equinox, and the GPX 4500. So just the fact that I got all of this out of that area is really kind of amazing for me. It's a great little unit, and I would highly recommend it. It's a good price point. It's got simple menu feature. I guess I should mention you can contact me at tjhenderson@comcast.net. That's for Murray Branch Outdoors. If you are interested in purchasing one of these or any other detector. I like to use what I sell so I can talk to you about them and know what I'm talking about. It's hard to do that with all the detectors, but I've got some favorites, and then I've got some that I'm learning. So give me a shout, I'll hook you up.